Hi and good morning. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor, the founder and designer of NYGC by Taylor. And girl, I've been gone for a long time. Let's talk about it. So today is actually July 10th. It's currently like 10:04 a.m. And the last time I vlogged was right before my trip to California. So maybe June 4th or 5th, I think. I knew I would take a little bit of a break because right after I got back from my trip to California, my birthday was that Sunday and my boyfriend was coming in town for my birthday, and I thought he would be here for 1 or 2 weeks. Well, it's been a month later and he's still here. So between him being here and, you know, just enjoying my time with him, I've also been working quite a bit because one of my jobs is for a magazine company, and we launched the magazine last Wednesday. I'll put like the information right here if you want to check it out. And so yeah, that was extremely time consuming because I guess I've never really said what I do outside of crochet. I'm an executive assistant for my mom's brands. Not giving nepotism, baby, but I've been working for her since my sophomore year of high school, and I've taken on many different roles. Graduating, I knew I was probably going to be working for her first company, but in March she texted me, was like, I'm starting a magazine, you're helping me. So yeah, I do all the social media. We started a YouTube channel for that, so I'm editing all those videos. I'm on set for all of our video shoots and photo shoots, and between that and just like the other company, it was definitely a lot getting things settled. Hopefully we'll be in a better routine this month. So yeah, that's pretty much where I've been at. And let's talk about what's going on. I kind of got into a flow with my work and stuff where I was just working during the day, hanging out with my boyfriend in the afternoon/evening, and then going to sleep. Like, I wasn't really crocheting. And I think I might have mentioned that I wanted to bring back my NYGC swim collection this year, and that very much so still is my intention. But like in those beginning phases of planning everything out, I was having a lot of difficulty because I don't want to limit myself with this collection, but at the end of the day I still have some barriers in the sense that, like, I don't want to buy any new yarn, so all the yarn I'm using has to already be in my stash. That's one thing. I also was going back and forth if I wanted to make NYGC handbags in some of the summer colors, and I ended up thinking that that wasn't necessary just because that would add on literally a whole nother week to the production process. I also was trying to figure out like what my balance between things that really are just beach/pool cover-ups versus things that could actually be wearable. And in the midst of planning all that, my mom and me started planning our trip to Paris and Milan, so I was like, I want some things that could maybe be wearable for that, just maybe. So let me give you a rundown of the collection so far. Currently, what I'm thinking is 3 swimsuits, maybe I'll put sketches. Ooh, that could be cute. Okay, so the first swimsuit is just your typical tanning swimsuit, but yesterday I made the decision that I want the bottoms to be like a V-cut. I'm still undecided. I think it will be like ties on the side, but I'm a little bit undecided about that. Then the next swimsuit will be more of like a sporty swimsuit. The top is based off of a design from my previous NYGC swim collection. And then the bottoms, I'm trying to decide on. I think it could be really cute if they almost had like a drawstring tie in the front, and I want them to be kind of high-waisted. So those I'll be working on maybe tonight if I finish the V-cut bottoms. And then I also want to do a one-piece that kind of takes the top of the sport, like the more like sporty bikini top, and then just extends it into a high cut bottom with a very like open back sort of situation. So those are 3 swimsuits. Then I want one like set. I want that to be a skirt set with, I am going back and forth between like a cropped short sleeve button up, or if I want it to be a long sleeve mesh sort of top. I'm leaning more towards the mesh sort of top just because I think it will go with the rest of the collection more, but that is more yarn intensive, so that's what I'm considering there. And I'll put pictures here. And then I'm working on a dress, the first ever. I mean, I've made dresses for myself before, but I've never listed one on my website. And so I'm making this cool dress that is like a tube top dress, and then it has a drawstring on the top. And then I will be having a sort of like half mesh, half regular crochet skirt. That'll be a maxi skirt, and I would love to just make a mini skirt that's fully mesh, and that will be what, 2 skirts, the cardigan, actually 3 skirts, the dress, and then 3 swimsuits. So like 8 pieces total-ish for the bags. I have these market bags that I've made before that I would really love to adapt, but that's not like super high priority. I'll see how I'm feeling about that, so that could be one bag. And then I'm working on a version of the NYGC handbag that just has one handle and then it like snaps in the front. It's kind of reminiscent of my birthday bag, but I ended up deciding that with the front snap, I don't like that it has the 2 straps. So yeah, it's currently 10:04. I have a meeting at 11:30, so I think I'm going to crochet up until then, and then I'll probably be working for a lot. Oh, I'm literally forgetting the most exciting part. So when I was starting to plan things, when I finished my birthday stuff July 20th, I was trying to I'm trying to think more conceptually in terms of my photo shoots also, or like not my photo shoots, but like my launch photo shoots and stuff like that. And so I was like, okay, like my friend invited me and my friends to her family's beach house in July. It would be really cool if I could have at least some of the items to like actually showcase on the beach, you know? So I was like working through, going back and forth about what color yarn I'm assigning to which item based on how much of the yarn I have, yada yada yada. Well, finally last week I was making progress on the dress, which will of course see on the vlog. I made progress on, I finished the like more sporty top. I just need to do the waistband underneath, and I also finished the more tanning bikini top. That's fully done. So my goal before I get there is to have both of the bikini bottoms done, and yeah, those are like, that's my goal, to at least have the bikinis done. While I'm there, I'll be there Tuesday through Saturday. I would love to work on some of the other things, maybe especially work on the one piece a little bit, just so I can see how much yarn that's gonna require. And I would really love if I could finish the maxi dress, the mesh skirt, and the dress. So yeah, the other thing is, I know this is unnecessary, but I've decided it's important to me. One of the other things I was trying to figure out, especially in terms of like how much yarn I have, is that I really just feel my most confident making something when I've made it twice. And so is it maybe a bit extra and more time intensive to make my sample twice? Yes, but that allows me one time making the sample to like get out my errors, undo it a bunch of times, and also not have to time myself, so that the second time I'm just timing it and using maybe the yarn that I would actually be using. So that is my current plan. If things go well, then hopefully I can launch it around July 22nd. I know it's not completely ideal for like the start of summer and stuff like that, but I think I mentioned my goal for my website this year is just to start to accumulate some staple pieces that can just be there year-round, like pieces that I feel confident about, that I just am really proud of. And if someone maybe wanted a swimsuit in December, or somebody wanted a swimsuit next July, it would be available for them. So that's my goal, and let's see how much I can get done today. It is literally 2 a.m. in the morning the following day, and I still have things to do. Let's take you through the day. I think I worked from 11:30 to 12:30. Then I took a break for breakfast until about 1. Then I worked from 1 to 4:30. And then I took a break to crochet, and then I got dinner. And then I worked from 9 until 2 a.m. And I could honestly do more work, but
you got it.
Need to pack because we leave for the beach at 10 a.m. today. So let's go upstairs and do that. It is now 2:43 a.m. and I have packed all of my clothing, but now it's time to pack the real important stuff, my yarn. So we have to be decisive because I'm not bringing everything, because I'm not realistically gonna finish everything, if I even finish anything while I'm on this trip. So I think let's go through this little basket first. I'm going to bring this yarn because it corresponds with the pink dress that I'm currently working on. It's over there. Then I'm going to bring this white yarn because I'm working on a maxi skirt. That's all there is to it. A maxi skirt with it. I'm also bringing, wait, did I call that pink or white? It doesn't matter. I'm also bringing this white yarn because I'm working on a high-waisted bikini bottom with this yarn, and I will probably need this yarn for said maxi skirt. Over here, I think I want to bring my blue yarn because I'll be working on, I think I've decided I'm going to do a cardigan, like a mesh, really big hook cardigan with this blue yarn, and also a matching skirt. I think that's what I've decided. So I'm going to pack these. This blue is literally so pretty. I cannot wait to wear it. I'm also be working on a one-piece swimsuit with this yarn. And I think that's kind of it for the colors. This is the dress that I'm currently working on. I think I will pack it in my book bag. This is the, I forgot what I told you this is called, but like the tanning bikini top that's completely done, that I also think I'll keep with me in the car. And this is the like more sporty top that just needs the bottom done, which I might do before I go to sleep because I'm feeling crazy. And then this yarn. Is that everything? That's like not an insane amount of yarn. Wait, let's go over this. I have the tanning bikini set, which is almost done. I'm working on the bottoms right now. I have the white bikini set, which is like 60% done. I still need to do the bottoms and put in the bottom drawstring. I'm bringing the pink dress that is like also probably like 60% done. Bringing yarn for the skirt and the cardigan for sure, and maybe it'll be able to stretch for the one piece. I think we can make something work. And then I'm bringing the white yarn for the maxi dress. That all sounds doable. It's still a lot, but doable. So yeah, that's it for me for the night. I really should get to bed, but I'm kind of literally awake, so I think I'm gonna crochet for a little bit longer, and I'll see you guys in the morning, maybe on the road. I don't know. Not me updating from the road. Anyways, it's the next day. It's currently 1:41 p.m. and we're on the road. I am exhausted. I ended up going to sleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up at 8, and then I had a lot of work to do before we got on the road. So I will be crocheting, and I will see you in Hilton Head. Hi, it has been almost a week later since I last filmed everything. Let's see, we got to the beach last Tuesday, and today is Monday, July 17th at like 12:40 p.m.-ish. The beach was really fun. You guys saw how much crochet I packed. I did not complete I didn't complete anything, and I barely crocheted anything because it was in fact a working trip. And in addition to that, we were at the beach on maybe Thursday, and so I had lost my 2mm crochet hook that looked like this, and so I had ordered some, but I knew they weren't gonna arrive in time, so I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just use an aluminum hook. My aluminum hook snapped on the beach, so there I was, rendered bikiniless. And then I ended up starting this, which is going to be a, like, I don't know if I want it to be a button down, but definitely like a long sleeve beachy cardigan sort of situation. And I've been making progress. I'm almost done with the second ball of yarn, and it is now time to figure out how long it should be. I'm just such a genius. Anyways, let's see. Okay, so this is where we're at currently. I think the idea is that your butt doesn't really, like, maybe like right there, like that much butt, and put it here. And then I want the arms to go kind of down, so I would say maybe I have 2 more inches of this, and then I'll start the armhole. Okay, so currently on me, let's say my shoulder to like my mid butt slash kind of at my butt even. Yeah, it's about here. This is 23 to 24 inches. And for that 24 inches, I would say I would probably want the armhole to start here. So like 10 inches down. This is, oh, well then. This is actually 14.5 inches. So I think I'm going to just go ahead and make it 15. 15 inches. Yeah, that feels okay. And then I will start on the armhole. That's amazing news, especially considering this is almost 2 balls of yarn. The sleeves will be the next most amount of yarn, but that means I could possibly make this all in like 4 to 5 balls of yarn, which would be ideal. Okay, goal would be, my perfect ideal goal would be if I can get this to a vest by the end of the day. Let's see. Okay, so I honestly don't remember the last time I filmed. I think I didn't film yesterday at all because I worked for 9 hours. Today is Thursday. I think it's currently 6:58 p.m. I was having a lot of issues counting, of course, but I finally figured it out in this format. It's essentially like at a vest right now, and I don't think I hate it. I think that maybe I thought it was going to be a little bit boxier right here, but honestly, I think it's fine. I am still figuring out how I want the closure to be, like if I want it to be like a tie or like a little row of buttons. I think buttons will look the cutest, but yeah, I don't know. Also, I'm still deciding how I want the sleeves to be. Now that I see that it's not insanely oversized, I might do a flare sleeve. I definitely want it to be long. I also think that I might make it 3 or so inches longer and give it like a slit. Those are my current thoughts. Hopefully, I don't know the next time I'll be back to update. I'm really not frustrated with how long it's taking me to make any sort of progress for this collection. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm definitely frustrated with my inability to like push through and like get like a few more things done in an evening, because like if I can work up to a goal of, let's say, working like 4 hours every day, then at least I know I'm making 4 hours of progress. But currently, I wouldn't say my progress is very consistent in terms of how much time I'm able to spend on things, so I don't really have a good estimate of when I'll be done with stuff. So yeah, let's see how much more of this I can do today and go on from there, I guess. The camera quality continues to get worse. Anyways, it's currently the next day. It's maybe like 8 p.m. I think. I have been working on this dress all day, so let's try it on. Okay, so we have it on. There's really no great angle for me to show it off, but I simply just have like belly button down worked on and then half of the slit. The number one thing, I don't have any glasses on, so I cannot see a thing. So you guys, anyways, the number one thing that I want to probably do is I was gonna make the slit 3 inches, but seeing it on, I still want this to feel kind of like a mini skirt, so I think I'm gonna do a mini skirt. I want it to feel like a mini dress, so I think I'm gonna do it 2 inches. If I can pull this up without flashing. Also, I think that I can just go ahead, well, let's see, if I pull it up, I think 3 inches is actually correct, because it would be like here-ish, and or I could bring it down a little bit and it would be like here-ish. I'm really bloated right now, so ignore that. But regardless, I think 2 inches or 3 inches. 3 inches feels a little bit long for what I'm going to accomplish. So let's go with 2 inches. What I was trying to say was, I think that, I'll come closer, the back is at a good length for me to start working on the low back moment. This was my birthday dress. If you remember, that vlog of me making this kind of should be out now, but if you forgot, here's a picture of the bag. I love this bag, but it's a little bit too low, especially because I want this dress to be slightly more wearable. So what am I trying to say? Oh yeah, so I want this back as it is currently to like come up a little bit higher. This is like right before my underwear starts, and I also want to be able to decrease all the way through the halter neck so that I don't have to do these two ties. It would be most ideal if I only have to do the necktie, because I think having the thinner ties in combination to the thicker ties just doesn't quite look right. So those are my thoughts right now. This is how high I'm at. I think that decreasing in the back starting now and then going up to about here, I would be decreasing for about that amount based on how I'm thinking of doing my decreases. So hopefully it works out. I know that I've been very inconsistent with these updates, mostly because I've been inconsistent with crocheting, but I think my period's about to start, so that might also be adding to my general vibe and why it's been so difficult for me to crochet or finish things or want to do things. So hopefully within 5 to 7 business days I'll be back in full working commission. And yeah, the ice cream festival is tomorrow, what, Saturday? And I would love to be able to wear one of my pieces there, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I guess we'll just have to see. Okay, it's the next day. It's currently like 12:30 p.m. I actually am rushing because I need to get ready for a photo and video shoot, but I sat down for like 30 minutes to get some more work done on this cardigan. This is the back. This is the current progress. I'm working on the sleeve right now. Let's try it on. I'm currently decreasing and deciding what I want to do with the sleeve. Okay, so I definitely need to decrease more, and I think the like decrease, regular, and then increase for like a flared sleeve will be good. And I also think I will do buttons instead of a tie. Those are at least my current thoughts. Alright, off to get ready for this shoot. Hi, okay, so I think today will be the last day of the vlog. It's currently Sunday, July 23rd. It is 6:14 p.m. I just got done with work. The magazine had a video shoot today, and I had to edit and schedule a YouTube video and some social media content. Shit, I'm done. I'm done with work. Anything else can be done tomorrow. That being said, when I was in the car headed to the video shoot, I was like, oh, let me bring something to work on. So I grabbed this, which is like the piece to a bag. Now, initially, I have been saying that I really want to create a more affordable bag. This is currently my cheapest bag. This is the mini NYGC handbag. And before I had this bag, I actually had this bag. This was initially going to be the mini NYGC handbag, but I kind of just felt like this one was too small. Like it just felt too small, especially in terms of this here width. I like this width a lot better. A lot of people like joke when they first see the bag that like you can only fit your phone and your keys, and in this bag you really can only fit your phone and your keys, but in this bag you can like actually get a good amount of stuff in here. I put my movie theater snacks in here, my phone, I can fit a small crochet project, my boyfriend can put his wallet, the key, anyways, it can fit a lot. But I don't know, I'm still feeling I'm feeling unhappy with the price, and so I thought that maybe if I could make a version of this maybe more so like this, I could list it on the website almost as like a tester. And that idea sounded really cool, calm, collected, and cute in my brain, and it really wasn't up until 5 minutes ago that I realized that's not gonna work out, and let me tell you why. So for my birthday I made this bag. It is similar to, it's kind of like a Franken version of this bag in the sense that it is the same size as this. I made it slightly like ½ an inch wider, and then instead of having the snap part go on the inside, I put it on the outside. But immediately I realized that's not gonna work, because when you hold the bag, these are just too close together and it can get like, I mean like it's fine, but I just feel like I should save this design for a strap that goes like this. So then I looked in my initial notes, maybe I'll put a picture here, and back in maybe April or March when I first started thinking of this NYGC swim collection, I had designed a bag that looked like that, and it had like the strap that went across, the snap part that went in front, and I was like, oh, I literally should have just listened to myself from 3 months ago. And so that's what I was going to do with this. Now the issue is, I think that bag is a good idea, but I don't think that this is the right width. Rock with me here. If I was to put this width under my arm, I just don't think, like, I think it needs to be a longer design, like at least come out to here, and I think the width is fine, but I don't think that that's my journey for this collection. I think that I'm already doing a lot with this collection and I want to keep doing a lot, but I don't want to be insane, and bringing another, not another size bag, but another type of bag is insane for where I'm currently at. So, oh, the other reason I thought about that is because when I got home, I was looking for something and it made me remember this bag. This was actually one of my, it's like my very first, honestly my very first purse. I think I got it when I was 6, like purse, you know, not just like a Claire's Target purse. This is like a Coach bag. It was, I guess, Coach's designer. I don't know. My parents called it my first designer bag. Anyways, I was looking at this and I was like, yeah, see, this makes sense for a, you know, mini version of an over-the-shoulder bag. Like, this is cute. But this, next to this, it's nearly the same, but it's a little bit too high. And so I would need to figure a few things out. I like this. I would love to be able to remake this, but I don't think it's happening with this. The other issue is that this is literally how much yarn I have. And thankfully, I'm working on the back piece. I already made the front piece, and I hadn't done the side pieces yet because I just was unsure of what to do, and I'm glad I have it because I don't have a lot of yarn to waste. So I think I have the perfect amount of yarn in order to make one of these. I will not be able to make a strap, but that's fine because it'll be my personal bag. I also like it because it'll go with the colors of my collection, and that brings me to what am I actually going to do? Okay, my lighting is still terrible, but at least we have a new angle. Let's get into what is Taylor actually gonna do. So, by the date, it is in fact July 23rd. Would I have wanted a swim collection to come out beforehand? Yes, but I think I already mentioned in this vlog that more than putting out collections and reasonable dates, I just want to put out collections this year. This year alone, then hopefully I'll have a solid base to start with going into next year, which hopefully will be a lot more production heavy instead of sample heavy. That is my desire. So we're gonna rock with what we got. Currently, the current collection as it stands makes use of a few different colors of yarn in terms of the crochet clothing, because that's essentially what I was focusing on. The collection includes white, which is right here. It includes this beautiful teal blue color, this green color, this yellow color, and then this here pink color. You cannot see it because I'm so far away. The idea of the collection includes, at least the crochet aspect, included 1 cardigan, 1 skirt, 1 dress, 1 top, and 2 bikinis. Now initially I had 3 bikinis, but I decided to take away the 1 piece because at this point I'm putting it out so late that I feel like you can use a bikini top as just a bralette versus a 1 piece. I don't know. And plus that would just take a lot of brain power for me to figure out. So instead of the 1 piece, I decided to add a wearable top because I've been seeing a lot of those like tube tops with a tube skirt. I'll put a picture here of my sketch. Initially I was going to just make a tube dress that did a similar like tie sort of situation in front, but upon further thinking about it, I think having a regular dress, as I talked about I think in yesterday's clip, a regular dress that kind of models my birthday dress, and then a top that models that initial design will work better, and I think will be more stylish. So those are the crochet clothing items. The other catch is that I'm making 2 of each piece. Do I have to do that? No, but I personally just feel more comfortable, more confident in my pieces when I do them twice. Is it completely unnecessary? Yes, but it's not like I have people pounding at my door and like, you know, I have a bunch of orders to fulfill. So why have the time? Why not perfect things? So in that case, I'm making, oh, I lied. There's 2 skirts. 1 skirt will be a maxi skirt. It'll be a maxi sort of like going in between covered and mesh. That's what will give the maxi look. I'll be making that out of the white yarn as well as the green yarn. With the blue and orange yarn, I will be making the little mesh cardigan as well as the tube top sort of situation and the matching skirt. With the yellow and pink yarn, I will be making the dress. I have more pink yarn, and so with pink and beige yarn, I know, where did beige come from? I don't know. But with pink and beige yarn, I'll be making 1 of the bikinis. 1 of the other bikinis will be made out of white and possibly orange yarn or blue yarn. It kind of just depends on what I'm left with, and that is kind of that. I'm also, now that I'm sitting here talking about it, I might make 1 bikini bottom, like 1 style of bikini bottom, and make 2 bikini tops. That I still need to think about, because yeah, that I still need to think about. But anyways, what is there left to say? The important part, the reason why we're here. So this collection was birthed not only because I wanted to have NYGC swim and bring back swim collection, but also because I wanted a way to launch the large NYGC handbag. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Taylor, didn't you say you wanted this collection to be more affordable? Yes, except I don't know, my brain is still going back and forth about what in fact I'm thinking when I say affordable, because when I say affordable, and am I thinking cheap, because that's kind of literally impossible with the fact that these are literally made by hand, or am I thinking reasonably priced? I think I'm thinking reasonably priced for what they are. Hopefully with the pieces that I'm making, the reason why I'm doing the samples 2 times also is so that the first sample I just do it, I have my notes, and the second time I can actually time myself with the notes. That's what I'm doing with this bag. I've done it once before. Now I'm just timing how long it takes. Well, I timed the first time, but anyways, making sure that that was the correct time, and then with all the swimsuits it'll be the same. And so I was thinking to myself, well, I should have some companion bags to go with that. And that is what birthed my come to Jesus moment. As I was saying, it's currently July 23rd. Reasonably, I will not be able to get this collection out, even if I work my hardest, for the next 2 weeks, essentially. So why not just make this collection as good as it could possibly be, and make NYGC handbags to complement some of the very items. Here's what I'm thinking. I will have a mini NYGC handbag to go with the yellow dress. I will have a small NYGC handbag to go with the cardigan and matching set, a white medium NYGC handbag to go with the white maxi skirt. This green one will go with this one. Ideally, I would be doing like the large and the medium wouldn't have the same coordinating clothing item, ideally, so I'm gonna have to think about that. But anyways, those are that. And then in order to have one very affordable thing, I've always had this bag. I've sold it in the past, but I will be bringing back my NYGC market bag, and I'll be making one in pink just to make sure that I remember pattern, and that will be the collection. Maybe I'll throw in some hair stuff, probably a scrunchie, and maybe a bandana, and that's the collection. So yeah, that is where my brain is at. I like even just like looking, like look at all these gorgeous colors together. Plus, once we add in the white, once we add in the orange, the tan is in fact a curveball. So maybe I should make a tan bag. I don't know. The reason why the tan's not more included is because I only had 2 balls, which were needed. 2 balls for the swimsuit. I only had enough yarn to make a swimsuit instead of a full outfit for the tan. And I'd already started working on it, and I wasn't just gonna be like, eh. But I feel like the tan will be nice because I could maybe style it up going into fall, because fall in Atlanta is basically just summer. So that's where my head's at. I know it's chaotic, I know it's a lot, but I really feel good about the idea of making the bags again, because I mean that's what I really should be showcasing. I think it'll be nice to have more make a bag with me's to post that are fresher, more new. I need to make the bags anyways. I didn't need to make the bags. I wanted to make new bags anyways, and now it gives it purpose. And that was rude. Anyways, I feel good about this plan. It's definitely a lot. I'm definitely adding more to my plate. But oh, what I was saying was, because I'm headed to Milan and France, I would love to have some of these things to wear when I go to Milan and Paris, and I was going to try to fit in a whole nother, like making a whole nother set of things, but at this point I've seen how long it took me to do this. Who knows how long it would take me to do anything related to like fall/winter. So I think by having the most extensive range going into and leaving August, I'll feel better about whatever I have to bring to Paris and Milan. So yes, right now I think I'm going to work on this dress a bit. I have been working on the back quite a bit, and this is where I'm, wow, you can't see anything. This is where I currently am at with the back of the pink dress. I did all my like larger decreases. Now I just will be doing like smaller intervals of decreases all the way until I get to the halter section. I'm currently trying to figure out if I want it to be like a booby halter or not a booby halter. I'm personally not really a booby dress type of person, so I struggle with that. I think it would be easier potentially if I did make it a bit boobier, but so something to think about for sure. What else do I have to show you? I think that is it. That is all for now. Hopefully tonight I can show you guys something. Did I already say that I think this will be the last day of the vlog? Potentially. Anywho, that's where my mind's currently at. Thanks for listening to me ramble, and let's see if I can finish something in order to show you something tonight. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of I Don't Know What I'm Making. I feel a little bit more assured in what I'm making for this collection. It feels more together. And then this morning, I've been working on this the sound of yarn being pulled. I have been working on this dress. You cannot see. I'll try it on. This is the back. The show is definitely in the back. And I finally got to the part because I thought I wanted this to be a halter dress where I was doing the halter until I went to the other side and realized I didn't make this side long enough. So I'm gonna have to fix that. But while I was working on the good side, I was like, do I even want this to be a halter? So alas, now we need to try it on. Okay, so I was gonna do a first impression and then I did it. Here are my thoughts. One, I don't think I want this to be halter anymore, but I think I knew that before I put this on. Two, I like the back. I like that it comes up at a very good place, and I don't really have too many notes in terms of that. Now the one note I do have is instead of making it a halter, I think I want it to be like a strap there, and then there's a little section maybe right here that I think I can just build a strap into. So it'd be boom, strap, boom, and then a strap on the other side. That means I need to undo this like part that was about to be a halter and go up a little bit because I think I want the neckline to be kind of high, and then that means like the strap will, you know, whatever. Okay, so I feel pretty solid about that. Now what I don't feel solid about is the skirt portion. I think I need to show you in the mirror. Okay, so this definitely looks weird, and mind you, this is my first sample. I will be making a second sample of this, hence why this yarn is like all kinds of messed up because I've used it for multiple projects. Anywho, the top part is pretty figured out. I think that'll be fine. Now, what I think I want to improve on is the skirt. Number one, it is now too long based on where I want this back portion to be at. And number two, I think I want it maybe to flow out a little bit more. I don't know if I want it to be a tight dress. Maybe I do. I don't know. Let's fix this top portion and then we'll see what the back is looking like. The skirt. But at least it's where it's try-onable. Now the one thing I will have to figure out is what to do about my boobs. I think that once I add the strap, that may be enough support, potentially, especially because I will be lining all this around, so it will fit a little bit tighter. But in the case that it is not enough support, we may have to figure something out. But in general, I'm feeling pretty solid about it. Let's just figure out this top portion. I think I'll probably take the neck up to like here-ish where this thing is, and then do the strap, and I'll just make the strap all the way going back and then attach it in the back. Those are my thoughts. Be back when that's done. Okay, so it's a few hours later and I just finished one of the straps, so let's try it on. In an absolutely shocking turn of events, things are actually working out and this fits well. It's a little bit loose right now, but once I like actually line the top, I'm hoping that will help. But yeah, I actually made it the right length. It looks good. Now the one thing I'm concerned about is the boobs for it. Like, I'm currently wearing this bra, but let's see if I take the bra off, do I think my boob will be fine? That I'm not positive about. I think I would feel better if I had something for my boob. Now what that thing would be, I mean, if I can't for some reason have anything, I think it would be fine. I think I'll finish this top part out and see what to have the other strap, how I feel. I mean, I don't have anything right now, and I think as long as I can like properly put my boob up and everything, it's fine. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to make the other side to like really be able to tell, because honestly the only thing I can do would be maybe add like a row right here that has like that I can put a drawstring through that I can just like tie in the back. Because the one thing I'm happy about is I don't think the straps will fall, and that was something I was concerned about. So let me make the other strap and then come back. Okay, so this is where I'm at with the dress. I finished the back. I have my like bra taken down a little bit to see if they can support. It can, kind of, but I have an issue. This is my issue. I literally need like to like essentially bring it in like this, do something like this on the side, or like I literally can't. I mean, yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about this, especially now that I've aligned the whole thing. I'm going to have to take it down, I think, but I also don't know if it's because my boobs are supposed to be right there. I mean, that doesn't really look any better. Yeah, I'm just kind of not very sure about what to do about this. I think there are some ways that I can cinch this, like just go over it a few times, but that would be a pattern issue at that point. So any size that I make would do that, and that would be annoying. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's on its way to being something, but it's not quite doing what I want it to do. It's also is definitely too long, but even like when I tuck this, it feels too short. So yeah, this top part I'm just not very happy about. I definitely love the back, however, I just need to figure out something with this boob section, because I would not say that my boobs look the best show. I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit and sort of figure out what it is I can do, because, okay, let me think about this. Let me take this off without exposing myself. If I do this, will that solve my issue? Not really. I don't know. It would just kind of create a different issue. I think this is just too big to begin with. So what if this was brought down a little bit? That definitely is better when this is brought down to its full place. But as soon as you relax, it's just gonna do this. So I think it's a fit issue. This dress has really I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this. Alright, it's a little bit later, and after further reflection and making a TikTok, I think I need to unravel until I get to, not unravel the entire thing, although that was on my mind, but I'm going to unravel. So essentially the way I did the back was like I did some like big decreases, and then at one point I switched to doing smaller decreases. So I'm just going to go to the point where I stop doing the big decreases, and I think that part of my problem, and one thing that I did on my birthday dress, was I kept doing big decreases until I literally couldn't, like until I was essentially like at where my boobs need to be, like where my breasts need to be. And so I think if I do that, it will be tighter around the arm part. I'm also thinking, I don't think I want to do the shoulder strap, just because a big part of my brand is adjustability, and I just don't love the fact that with straps, like as your body changes and stuff like that, it's not as easy for you to, you know, make sure that the dress fits you at different stages of your life. Additionally, I just didn't like the breast support with the two big straps, and so I might have to do like a tie-up back sort of situation in order to get a little bit more support, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. This is where we're at. I unraveled up until, like I said, the larger decreases, and I did one more set of the larger decreases, and I tried on this bikini that I've made, because my idea is that, I think I mentioned I don't know what bra I could possibly wear with this dress, and if I make it so that the like bikini top can be worn with the dress, even if you're not wearing like the matching bikini bottoms, you still have something that you can wear. I like that in the back you can wear the like this out, or you could probably tuck it in. I didn't do a good job there, but you could definitely tuck it in, and it might look a little bit messy in the back having a like double tie situation, but I don't think it should matter too much. So I'm going to continue up with my smaller decreases, and then once I get about I think about here-ish, so maybe I think I'll start to like the mock halter situation, I think. Hi, and welcome to another day. Last night I ended up going to sleep pretty early and I did not make too much more progress. Today so far I've done some work and it was a wash day. As you can see, it was like a 3-hour wash day because I had to trim my hair and my feet hurt so bad. I should have definitely brought a stool in. Anyways, so I was working on this dress. I was about to like start the halter portion and I did it, and then I was just like I don't know, like I'm back to like how I would, like what type of bra I would wear with it, and it was just like So I decided, let me test out this type of halter, like a halter that like builds up and then just has like a thicker strap around the neck, because I think this would work better with the bikini top, but I don't know. Let's try her on. Okay, so it's not working, but it's also not necessarily working how you want it to work. It definitely is a little bit side booby. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit side booby, which isn't a bad thing necessarily. I think it's the closest we're gonna get to the vision that I'm thinking. I will say the one thing that I do like is I do have another, like, I don't know, 2 inches maybe that I can go up, and then I can have the neckline at least that I'm thinking that I want. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's also, I think at this point, I'm like, there's just certain things that I think are just going to have to be the way that they are, you know? Like, I'm making a halter style dress. It will be hard to make this more modest. It would literally have to like either be like lower, you know? And that's not really happening. So yeah, I think that this is just going to have to work, and I'm going to continue it up for another 2-3-ish inches, and then do the band around my neck, and then start working on the skirt, because yeah, I don't know, it's like really hard for me to keep going back and forth, especially when I can't see the full vision. Oh, I guess you guys can't either. So like, this is the back. I think the back looks cute, and I mean, in an ideal world, this would be like more clothes right here, because I think this is where things start going awry, is like right in this section. But at the end of the day, when all is said and done, this is in fact a dress that's supposed to go along with the bikini top, and if it's marketed that way, I think that it's fine if you see a little bit of the actual bikini, if not actually what you want. So yeah, I guess this other vision I have in my head is something I'll have to figure out for a later iteration. But yeah, I'm just going to continue up until I get to just about my neck, and then do that strip, and boom, that's that. You guys, I'm fully finished with the top, and I'm scared to try it on. I'm like literally fully finished. Like, I did this light, please. I did the top, I added the band, I literally just have to try it on. let's cross our fingers. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here we have it. And you know what? I could definitely hate it more. I actually quite like it. I think I did a pretty okay job. I do think it accomplishes what I want. The side boob is not nearly as bad as I would have imagined it, and even with this nude colored bra, it's not too bad. So want to make a coordinating pink one, I think it'll be seamless. Now that being said, I think I want to see, it is like a little bit too loose for me to try it without a bra, but that's why we make samples. This sample I did like 2 inches larger to accommodate my chest because I wasn't necessarily thinking about it being an open back. So once I do it with the yellow yarn, I'll just take away those 2 extra inches and it should be fine. But yeah, this is currently where we're at. Now that I'm like making the most with the back and everything, it is like literally the perfect length. If anything, I'm going to have to take some length off, so definitely going to have to do something with this flap, and that will be my next foray. I think I did 2 inches of just like regular double crochet after my increases, and I think I'm going to turn those 2 inches into the side slip because I do think that would make this less, I don't know, it's kind of giving formal right now. Not like super formal, but a little bit formal. And I think that by taking off those 2 inches, it won't get formal. And it'll make it a little bit less, like right now it's like, do you want to be fitted or do you not? And I just want to be like, at least on my butt, no, I don't want to be fitted. So those are the thoughts. Now the one thing is the length. I don't want it to be too short, so I might just take off 1 inch of the double crochet and then add another inch, so that it should be the perfect length. But yeah, this is the look so far. I will come back when I'm finished. Last night I ended up staying up until 3:30 a.m. and I still didn't finish like the little hemming slash edging situation that I did. So I got 4 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, and now I'm done. And this is the final product.
Fire.
Hello you guys, and welcome back with another terrible camera angle. It's the following day. I've had to do a lot of work for the magazine today. However, I'm committed to finishing this cardigan, and I think I'm done with the sleeve. I don't know. Let's try it on. Okay. Yeah, I would consider that done. I think I might do this one row that you see kind of peeking through. I actually might do 2 more rows just because I want it to feel a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with this overall. Thumbs up for me. I will do the other sleeve, and then I'm currently deciding what I want to do with the bottom. I think I want to add like 2 or 3 more inches of like a little slit, you know, on the side, but unsure. We'll get to that. Typically I never come on camera when I'm not feeling well, but alas, here are my realities. Today's the next day. Essentially right after I filmed that last clip, I started to feel bad, and now it's 2 o'clock the next day and I am fighting for my life. So no crocheting will probably happen today, and it is what it is. Good morning from me and my pimple patch. Yesterday was rough. Wasn't expecting it at all, and I'm still not feeling 100%, but alas, we persevere because I want to crochet today, and I have some work to do. I already did a little bit of work this morning. I'll have to do some more work later tonight editing a YouTube video. Last night I did end up finding, I thought I put a, whatever. I ended up having the tiniest bit of energy, so I started working on the second sleeve. I also tried this on this morning, and I think I want to do a tie front. I don't know why that feels controversial to me, but I was just looking at it and I feel like a tie front would be really cute with this style, and I'm still very undecided about the slit, but I think we'll cross that path. The reason why I'm undecided about the slit, okay, let's talk about it. So I know I want to do a collar. I know that collars aren't for everybody, but personally I just prefer necklines that have a collar. I feel like it adds more structure to any cardigan, or like jacket, cardigan, and I feel like it's more comfortable around the neck in my humble opinion. And so I'm definitely adding a collar. I'm like, how certain? Oh shoot, that was a lot to pull out. I've started only center pulling my yarn, mostly because it definitely, like, I hate when my yarn is just like rolling around everywhere, and so center pulling definitely stops that, and it also makes it easier to use, like if I'm crocheting on the go, like I can just put the yarn in my bag and just like pull at it. Anyways, so yeah, I'm definitely doing the collar. I think initially I was going to do the slit part after I finish the sleeves, but I think I should do the collar because I know I want to do that. The slit is a little bit challenging because when I tried it on, it's at like an okay length, but your butt is pretty much fully exposed, and I just love the look when like your butt just kind of peeks through. And if I add like 3 inches, like 3-inch slit, I think I could accomplish that. But yeah, I don't know how like a collar, a slit, and a tie up sort of situation will look. I think that might be doing too much. So if I do the collar and the slit, I will most likely do buttons as well, because yeah. And I have buttons that coordinate with this color, but I might just do snaps just because I don't want to do like a full, excuse me, I don't want to do a full row, you know, for the buttons. The squirrels above my roof. It is becoming such a huge issue. And when I first got home from college, they would do it like early in the morning, like waking me up at 6-7 a.m. Now they started doing it around this time, which I mean is better in terms of my sleep, but it's equally annoying, and it's just so loud. And I started using, we usually use my back door, but I started using my front door because I've been parking my car on the street, and the way that they are just pulling out, I guess it's the insulate, I don't know. It seems like an issue. I should probably bring it up to somebody, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna finish the sleeve, and then honestly probably will I come back and show you guys both sleeves? I don't know. I guess you'll have to stay to find out. I realized I never showed the finished product, mostly because yeah, I thought I was feeling better yesterday. I wasn't, and so I literally lined this entire thing, but in my delusional state I messed it up, and so I took all the lining off, and long story short, it's not finished, but I did add the slit for the length, and now I would say the length is perfectly, it like basically covers up my butt, so if I were just wearing a bikini, I would feel very comfortable to just have this on. I love how slouchy it is. I think I might add like a little stitch to the collar just to like keep it down, but yeah, I think it's super cute. I think it'll be even cuter once I have like a button. I think I'll probably do like a button here, and then a button down here, so maybe 3 or 4 buttons, nothing crazy. But yeah, this week was more productive than other weeks, but it's pretty realistic to, I think, how my schedule will be, or how I'll be adapting my schedule in order to incorporate more crochet time, even as I am working more for my 2 different roles. I also think that, as unfortunate was that I wasn't feeling good towards the end, that's also pretty realistic for how my months go. I would love to say that I'm in perfect health, but unfortunately gluten just has me by my neck, and you know, I can't always predict when I'm going to have a bad reaction. So alas, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's vlog, and stay tuned for next week. Bye, you guys.